Hi everybody, gorgeous to see you. A little midweek quick reading here because I want to let you know about the webinars that I have just launched that I'm going to be doing for November and that I'm really excited about and I wanted to give you the info on. And then I was going to do an oracle card reading, you know, just as a little kind of midweek thing. I was like, let's see where we're at. And then my tarot cards were just sitting there and I thought, and they were just calling. So I'm going to do a quick little 3-card reading as well for that. First, I want to talk to you about the webinar because so really this is just, I mean, I'm actually even struggling to talk about it because I'm really excited. I can feel, this is kind of something that I think I've been wanting to do for a while, but I didn't know. You know, everything comes in its right time, but really it's just getting people together. I've been working with a lot of people over the past couple of years, a bit longer than that actually. And, you know, I notice that there are shared experiences throughout the week, throughout the month. So there's an opportunity there to connect with other people, but really also and probably mostly to connect with me, to ask me questions. So it's an opportunity for you to, I'm going to have a Q&A. It's going to be quite long. It's going to be like two or 3 hours. You don't have to stay for the whole thing, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Like, it's going to be a good whack of time for you to be connected with me and for you to tune into that energy for real, live, and ask any questions that you may have. If you want to just be on the call, on the video, it's going to be video call. If you just want to be on it but not say anything, not interact, that's fine. You can just listen. Otherwise, you will have an opportunity for me to give you a masculine, feminine reading, but it will be shared with the group. I think it's powerful in many ways because it's important that we connect our truth out with other people. And really, I just want it to be a celebration of people that are committed to love and wanting to be in love and living in love. And, you know, even if you're not in a great place, you know, just to connect with people, sometimes it's just nice to know that there are others out there, that we're not alone, and to do it kind of as face-to-face as we can. I'm noticing all these great cards coming up on the bottom of the deck as I'm shuffling. I hope you are too. So, I mean, there's another one, these great cards. So, really, it's about grounding the 5D reality, as some people call it, in the 3D. Let's make it real. Let's talk about it. And then everybody that attends the webinar will get access to a private Facebook group so that, you know, you can carry on the dialogue if you wish. And I will be part of that group too. So it's the beginning of the building of the community, hopefully, that we can develop, you know, around people that are in a similar vibration to me, I guess, because if you're attracted to my readings, my work, whatever I'm doing, then you're in it, you're in that, and it's powerful. Hopefully it's a beautiful, powerful space. So anyway, that's that. So the link is below in the description box. So do click on that link and join me. I've put it at a price that I hope and feel is available to as many people as possible, though these are intimate webinars. There's going to be not very many people, so you know, I'll see how that goes. Who feels like they want to expand into this space. But really, I just want to share, and I'm going to go with the flow. It's like you can ask any question you want. It's going to be intuitive. It's going to be tailored to the group, tailored to you in a much more intimate fashion. So Just a little bit about that. Now let's do this quick 3-card reading. I have noticed that there's been people going through a little bit of a sticky time at the moment. I've noticed this, you know, the October reading. Do check that out if you haven't, or check it out again. I'll put the link into that too, because you know that October reading is entitled "The End of Suffering," and sometimes we have to confront suffering to then say, I don't want this. You know, we have to kind of explore it a little bit. So I kind of want to dedicate this reading to those that might be experiencing any kind of suffering or resistance to what's happening, or feeling that way in any way, and sending you so much love. Let's see what the cards have to say. The 3 cards we're going to pull. First card is the 8 of Cups. Second card is the High Priestess. Interesting. Third card is Judgment. Yeah, I mean, this is, oh, let's see bottom of the deck. Devil. Okay, wow. So we've got a little mini reading here. We have 3 major arcana, and then this 8 of Cups. So what I feel like is coming up here is the Devil really represents fear and attachment. So this is the kind of theme of the reading. So these are the things that cause us to suffer. Fear and attachment. What I want to share is it doesn't mean that you can't desire. It doesn't mean that you can't want. It doesn't mean that you can't want that person to be with you now. It doesn't mean that you can't experience lack even. But it's allowing lack and allowing desire and allowing fear or attachment to be part of the whole and not resist any of it. Because then it will kind of do its work with us and something else will happen. So it is about transcending those things. But we don't transcend them by trying to get over them. We transcend them by going through them, by allowing ourselves to be moved and changed by those energies. But it can be a suffering energy. It's like I have an attachment to a situation or a circumstance that I want, that I don't feel is happening, and that is causing me pain. Essentially, that's what that is kind of saying for me right now. Then how do we kind of transcend that? Why is this happening? A very clear picture and story for me here. So the 8 of Cups is all about going on a journey, travel, pilgrimage, but looking for something more, seeking. It's a card of seeking and looking for something more. And as I said, there's no problem with that, but you may need to take some kind of action. Action out in order to achieve what you desire, but knowing that that action is not going to gain you that desire, because you are already whole. And so you might say, well, what's the point of that then? Well, the point is the journey. The point is that we move. The point is that we go. The point is that we move. You know, we create something different. Something else happens. Life is just a series of happenings. So, but it is kind of saying, take some kind of action. But don't take action. It's not, oh, I want to talk to this person. They're not talking to me, so I'm going to message them or call them. It could be that, but it's not so direct. It's kind of saying, because the reason why that doesn't fit is you're looking to attain something. In the 8 of Cups, there's the thing that you wish to attain you already have, but you go on the journey anyway. So the action has to be for the sake of itself. I'm going to do this because I'm doing this, not because I want to achieve what I think I want from this place of lack. If that makes sense. But it does say go. That card says go, explore. Because it's just, you know, get out into nature. I feel as though I've been guided and drawn to advised people recently to get out into nature. This is about going off into the mountains. You know, there's a lot of sky there, a lot of blue sky, clarity. It's go on an adventure, go on a journey, allow yourself to travel and go to different places, whether that's in actuality or metaphorically. You've got to do something different, go somewhere different, because that will give you a shift in perspective. But truly, what happens when you return is that you realize that you've already have that. The action that is born from a place of wholeness is very different. It's action for action's sake. Meditation is one of these things which is a very good example to give, because people feel like if you're meditating to an end, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't work. I mean, for me, meditation happens. Everything happens. It's you got to just be. The intention's got to be and not to kind of achieve anything. So it's kind of like you're meditating because meditating, not I'm meditating because I want to be less stressed. Even though that could be an outcome, again, it's attachment. We mustn't attach to outcome, you see. We can be keenly aware of our desire, but not attached to the achievement of it. That's what this is about. Second card here, the High Priestess. I mean, this is intuition, this is feminine, the arisen feminine, so there's a strong feminine energy here. It's psychic awareness. This is kind of what I feel this journey's about, connecting to life a little bit more. And I do feel like for many, getting out there, even if it's just into a park or some kind of open space that you can find, or just looking up into the sky. You can stop anywhere and look up into the sky, sit down and kind of connect that way, you know, and that will heighten your intuition, heighten your ability to connect to psychic awareness or whatever, to become in tune with multiple perspectives, which is really what psychic awareness is. It's expanding your awareness into multiple perspectives. And then, doesn't surprise me, you know, judgment comes up. So that's like, you know, it's an awakening. There's a process of awakening happening here, and we are releasing ourselves from this attachment and from this suffering. It really is. But the message is that how do you do that? You know, it's like you got to take the action. It's not about kind of sitting in it, but what's happening is we're becoming more connected to the divine. Every desire is a desire to be more connected to our own God self, our own self as an aspect of the divine. That is truly where every desire comes from. So especially within relationship, if you want to be like someone, if you want someone, if you feel like you love someone, you want to be around them, really you want to integrate aspects of that person into your own self. So it's kind of like, how can I be more like that? But really, it is about wholeness, and it is about connecting up to your divinity. And so these are big energies. So there is big stuff going on. I hope this is helpful for some people. But the advice is kind of like, take that action. It might be to go on some adventure in order to find what you want, what you feel, I'm going to say even what you're attached to, because you mustn't attach to non-attachment either. So if you feel like you're attached to an outcome, if you are non-resistant to that, if you are aware, I'm attached to this outcome, I know that, I also know that I might not achieve it, then that awareness kind of makes it okay, if that makes sense, because you're kind of not attached, because the awareness will give you that perspective whereby you understand why if you don't achieve it. It's difficult to explain, but basically it's saying take action towards what you desire without needing to achieve that desire. That's really what that 8 is. So it could be to try and get in contact with someone, or it could be something completely different. But it doesn't matter what it is, it just matters that you don't care what the outcome is. It matters that you're doing it for its own sake. Okay? But it's saying do it. The big message is do it. Take the action. Go somewhere. Travel somewhere. But I feel like, you know, it's really mostly saying get out into nature. Get out into a higher perspective. This is what this is all about. Higher perspectives. With that awareness, it doesn't matter what we're attached to. It doesn't matter what we fear, because we can see it, and then therefore we're not afraid of it. Everything we see becomes less fearful because the unknown is really what we fear the most. So just a little quick message there for this midweek. Wanted to share that with you. And you know, if you're interested in exploring this more, if you want to connect with me on any level about anything, and just ask me a question about anything and be present with me, joining with others as well, whether you interact or not, come and find me on the webinar. I know there are people that are on this webinar, you know, I know, I can feel you. If you're feeling like maybe there's something I should do, I'm like, yeah, I'm saying, I'm inviting you. I'm like, yeah, come take my hand. Let's go. Because I want to connect, and I know it's important that I stay connected. You know, with people. It's there are things that I want to share that I need. I feel the need to share. That happen all the time. So it's like all, you know, daily, you know, things shift. And so, yeah, join me there. Loads and loads and loads of love. You're not alone. I think that's more than anything really what I want to share. But it's also about, you know, getting off the internet in a way, even though it's on the internet, so getting off kind of like from watching things and not necessarily interacting yourself, and making it more real in your life. Making the love that you feel more real in your life because you're taking it into an arena that's more real. That's really what I think is the powerful thing about these webinars. So yeah, the details are below. Come say hi. I'm really excited to meet some people that I haven't, and to join together with people that I have, and to introduce some people to one another who I think would really do well to be in contact with in some way, you know? So yeah, loads and loads of love. I shall see you on Sunday with the weekly, and we're coming up almost even to November. Do check out the October reading again. I think it's really valid, and I think it's really valid for particularly this point in time. So check out the October monthly reading, and hopefully I'll see you at the webinar. Loads and loads of love, and big hugs. Big hugs for everyone.